Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Dibs, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. Welcome to my top 10 interior defensive lineman rankings for the 2022 NFL Draft. If you guys are new to the channel, smash that subscribe button for everything NFL Draft. Let's go. Before we jump into my top 10 rankings, I've got two honorable mentions for you guys. Number one is Haskell Garrett out of Ohio State. This guy has an explosive first step and plays with solid leverage. He's got very good size to take on double teams and enough burst to get into the backfield. Haskell Garrett's variety of rush moves and violent hands allows him to get in the backfield and get to the quarterback. He needs to improve his strength in order to do better getting off blocks. He doesn't have an elite burst off the line of scrimmage, but he's a solid tackler which shows up on tape when he's changing directions against the run. I've got a rounds 3 for 4 grade on this guy. Let's watch some highlights.
People are upset at you. Ooh, big tackle. Just flying right through Haskell Garrett.
Here to the featured back. He's got it again, but has nowhere to go. Some of that disruptiveness and production.
Martinez in trouble, and Martinez is sacked.
Haskell Garrett got back there quickly.
Lombardi from the end zone, and that pass is knocked into the hands of Garrett, and he's got a touchdown.
Mirror the hand of the quarterback. When his arm starts to throw, get your left hand up, bop. And look how high that ball goes, and then the awareness to track it.
Play fake. Morgan in trouble. Stripped. Loose. Picked up. Ohio State's got it. Touchdown, Haskell the Rascal.
My next honorable mention is John Ridgeway out of Arkansas. I've got a rounds 3 for 4 grade on John Ridgeway. This guy has solid versatility with plus base and strength. However, he's 6'4" plus, and his plus height tends to get in the way at times. Straight up, pun intended, he plays too uptight and occasionally gets blown off the ball due to his struggles with leverage. He at times struggles getting off of blocks, and he needs to improve his technique. He doesn't have quick feet, and he's not an elite pass rusher, but his ability to get to the quarterback truly stands out. This is a rotational defensive lineman from the jump who, after further seasoning and improved technique, could be a big-time starter at the next level. I've got a rounds 3 for 4 grade on John Ridgeway. Let's look at some clips.
They go with a run on 3rd and 3, and that's blown up right at the point. John Ridgeway.
Play last week because of his shoulder problem. Good to go this week. And he'll be stopped short of the goal line. Ridgeway. How can I put it? Yeah.
Empty set for Card. Looks right. And then is gobbled up and thrown down.
They're down in 6. 3-man rush. And it's getting to Calzada, and he had to throw it in the dirt, incomplete.
Again, 3-man rush. It's a bad sign when you line up 3 guys against 5 guys. Remember, that means the numbers go the other way, and coming around the corner, you have to get...
Coming in number 10 in my defensive lineman rankings is Zach Carter out of Florida. I've got a rounds 3 for 4 grade on Zach Carter. Here is an exciting defensive lineman prospect with a balanced skill set against the run and pass with inside-out versatility. He's not an elite athlete, but he's a strong tackler with some explosiveness who shows good handwork and sheds blocks and chases down ball carriers with ease with his plus lateral quickness. Carter needs to improve his technique against the run, most notably playing with leverage and learning how to beat double teams. He needs to add strength, base, and improve his balance. So a team that can utilize this dude's strengths inside and out would be ideal. Let's watch some highlights.
Levis, double clutches. Now the pocket collapses and down he goes. Zach Carter. Well, they were 4 for 6 on 3rd down before Felix is blown up behind the line of scrimmage by Zach Carter.
Can we get some kind of matchup as a quarterback run?
Felipe Franks, 4-man rush gets home, and down he goes. Zachary Carter gets through and gets the sack.
Blackman on 3rd and 9. Pressure. And on 2, Florida comes through with a sack. It's Zachary Carter.
Coming in number 9 in my rankings is Tyler Davis out of Clemson. This is a guy with very good base and a quick first step. He shows impressive raw power on tape along with solid agility and change of direction for a guy 300 pounds. Tyler Davis's lateral quickness paired with his plus strength make him an intriguing prospect, especially against the run. I see this guy making an instant impact on early down situations from the jump. He needs to learn a little more technique at the next level. He tends to miss some tackles and occasionally he plays too tall, which will limit his ability to get to the quarterback. That said, I think his positives vastly outweigh the negatives of this guy, and I see a day 2 selection for Tyler Davis in this year's draft. Let's watch some highlights.
Played at non-conference games, obviously, this season. Tommy DeVito given a little bit of a pocket, but ran out of time, and he's yanked down by the true freshman, Tyler Davis.
Clemson backs off here and rushes 3. Howell in trouble in the pocket, slammed to the ground. Back-to-back sacks for the Tigers.
Tonight, they're trailing 14-0, I'm told. So don't be sold on Clemson definitely being locked into that 3 spot.
Was a talented high school quarterback, can really run. Obviously understands the defense too.
Pickett under duress again and taken down by Tyler Davis.
Coming in number 8 in my rankings is Perrion Winfrey out of Oklahoma. From a measurement standpoint, Perrion Winfrey has intriguing athleticism, length, twitch, and size at 6'3" and 303 pounds. This is an explosive prospect who gets off the line with ease and brings a lot of sauce as a pass rusher. He's got solid athleticism to get off blocks and get to the quarterback. From the measurables alone, it's easy to see this kid has a ton of potential at the next level. Potential is the key word here, as Winfrey is at least 1 to 2 years away due to his lack of technique and need to improve his ability to stop the run. I think Perrion Winfrey is a super developmental prospect with an intriguing enough ceiling to get his name called on day 2 of this draft. Let's watch some highlights.
Purdy sprints out. Looking. Stops. In trouble and he gets decked at the 30-yard line. Wow.
8-yard line in this tie ball game. And the ball comes out on the ground and fight for it at the goal line. No signal yet. Safety.
Chris, this is why there's so much potential with Perrion Winfrey.
It's easy and simple with his reads, but yet it allows you to execute as a quarterback in a great way.
Coming in number 7 in my rankings is Boye Mafe out of Minnesota. One of the most toolsy prospects in this draft. Boye Mafe has great athleticism and looks effortless when moving in space. He's raw and will need coaching in order to untap that legit ceiling at the next level. He looks best with his hand in the ground and when he's attacking the quarterback. He's got very good balance coming off the edge, but where he's weakest is against the run. He doesn't have the best reaction or instincts, and he struggles shedding blocks and getting into that backfield. He's not a 3-down lineman yet, but I think he's got an intriguing pass rushing ability that makes him worthy of an investment on day 2 of this year's draft. Let's watch some clips.
They're basically showing him a 9-man box.
On 3rd and 7, Marshall spun down. Played at Northside High School in Warner Robins, was really a high school rival of Jake Fromm.
Now they're showing pressure and they bring it. On 3rd down, they get home. Sacking Stanley back at the 44. Boye Mafe.
You show 5, you actually drop your nose, tackle out, and there's 2 of your speediest defenders.
Nix, the freshman, wheels out of the pocket and gets sacked. Boye Mafe.
Quarterback. Minnesota with a 3-man rush. Milton is still going to get flushed and chased and sacked. They got him with a 3-man rush. Boye Mafe off the edge.
Coming in number 6 in my rankings is Fedarius Mathis out of Alabama. I've got a round 2 grade on Mathis. This is a guy with thick build and quick feet and solid reaction. He does a good job anchoring against double teams and shedding blocks to get into the backfield. He doesn't possess top-notch athleticism or explosiveness off the line of scrimmage. This is a prospect with strong lateral quickness and would thrive on a line that allows him to loop outside to attack offensive linemen. Phidarian Mathis is a solid talent with one of the higher floors in this year's draft. He'll be solid against the run from day one in the NFL, and obviously he needs to be coached up to be an effective pass rusher. I like this kid a lot. Let's watch some highlights.
And it's Dameon Pierce the other way, the running back. Jones running out of time, looking for a crease, doesn't find it. He's dropped for a loss. Tim Smith in on the play along with Phidarian. Alabama kick has not been good. This time from the 19 is one of the better starting positions they've had. Ball is out as Bigsby's hit from behind.
Pressure from the edge. PV pressured again, and he will crumple again. Phidarian Mathis helped out by Will Anderson. Back-to-back sacks. King, there's Will Anderson again. He got away from Anderson, but not from Big Phil Mathis.
Coming in number 5 in my rankings is DeMarvin Leal out of Texas A&M. I've got a round 2 grade on DeMarvin Leal. This was a big-time 5-star prospect out of Texas for Texas A&M. He's a true junior that started all 3 seasons and has an intriguing blend of size, athleticism, and strength. Leal's versatility is very good, but for better or worse. He's aligned and made major impacts at multiple positions across the defensive line. I think his most natural position at the next level will be on the interior, with the strength of his being able to attack quarterbacks and get into the backfield. His most notable skill is his quick burst off the snap, but he doesn't have that pure strength to hold his own against the run. While he may be positionless, it's kind of a concern that he doesn't excel at one true thing. However, I do think he'll thrive when he's given one role at the next level. Round 2 grade on DeMarvin Leal. Let's watch some highlights.
Ball tipped and it falls incomplete. Big push up front from DeMarvin Leal. Rodgers steps up. They bring him down. DeMarvin Leal with another sack for A&M.
Wilson held on to it too long, and Michael Clemens made him pay. Leal in there too.
Coming in number 4 in my rankings is Travis Jones out of UConn. Travis Jones was one of the true winners of the Senior Bowl. He was dominant during practices and shined in front of scouts for the entire week. Travis Jones has terrific size and strength at 6'4" and 326 pounds. He plays with leverage, he has good push, and he knows how to use his immense frame to get into the backfield. Jones can bull rush quarterbacks with his underrated athleticism if they leave the pocket. He doesn't have the explosiveness of Devontae Wyatt or Jordan Davis, but he gets by with strong hands. He needs to be coached up a bit to be more effective against the pass, but that's really one of the very few knocks on this kid. He's a stud. Round 2 grade on Travis Jones. Let's watch some highlights.
Stars at Louisville.
Good job by Jordan Morrison there, forcing on that last play.
Delimo feels the pressure, and he's finally taken down. Travis Jones with the sack. From the 22 for Purdue. Go with Downing again, and from
Coming in number 3 in my rankings is Devontae Wyatt out of Georgia. One of the most underrated leaders of an elite Georgia defense, Devontae Wyatt has immense push for his size. He possesses an elite first step and athleticism to run through ball carriers in the backfield and run down running backs that are 5 yards away. He doesn't have the greatest length, but he possesses an excellent build that allows him to get to the quarterback and bat passes down on a routine basis. Devontae might have been overshadowed while at Georgia, but his size and explosiveness off the line of scrimmage are easily good enough to get his name called in that first or second round of the 2022 NFL Draft. Let's watch some highlights.
Young in trouble, runs up in the middle of the pocket, got away from the rush, and he's going to get the first down, but the ball is out of the end. I don't know who got back on top of it. I think maybe Brett.
That's the one spot Georgia still has to grow up.
Yeah, first and pressured and slammed down. Devontae Wyatt.
Jones was there for both of them. Didn't make the play.
Rodriguez in the backfield and a loss of about 4. Devontae Wyatt.
Coming in number 2 in my rankings is Logan Hall out of Houston. Logan Hall had a terrific week during the Senior Bowl, and he has seen his draft stock increase in recent weeks. This is a prospect that gets by on relentless pursuit and hustle rather than elite athleticism. He's average to above average in a lot of areas. He's got excellent size, power, and versatility to thrive on the inside or out. He's just as good against the run as he is against the pass, and an NFL defense that lines him up inside on passing downs will surely benefit. Against the run, he's got heavy hands and a strong anchor to take on blocks and do damage in the backfield. A strong Senior Bowl week of practices has absolutely put him in discussion for rounds 1 and 2 of the 2022 NFL Draft. Let's watch some highlights.
Houston has been so good in the first quarter, outscoring opponents 59-7. And here comes that Cougars defense, Logan Hall.
Ball here against Cincinnati. Cincinnati's playing well, but it's just a highly competitive title game. Look at this defense swarm. That is Logan Hall, all 6'6" of him crashing down.
Number 1 on my defensive tackle rankings is Jordan Davis out of Georgia. I've got a top 20 grade on Jordan Davis. Standing at 6'6" and 340 pounds, Jordan Davis possesses unbelievable strength and athleticism on the interior. This is a prospect who drives offensive linemen 3 to 5 yards back into the backfield. Davis's combo of elite athleticism for his size and hand power makes him by far the best run defending defensive tackle in this year's class. He's got an incredibly rare burst and quickness off the line to not only get to the quarterback, but dispose of double teams. To cap it off, he's also got elite versatility on the line. He can either be a single or 2 gap player in an odd or even front. He can also remain on the field in passing situations. All of that combined makes Jordan Davis my number 1 defensive tackle in this year's class. Let's watch some highlights.
Davis, who's lined up here, watch how he just uses his power. 6'6", 340 pounds. He rips right through 2 offensive linemen.
With 32 seconds to go, play clock at 1. Play action pass. Doty in trouble! And it didn't look like he got out of the end zone from here. It's a safety.
This is the best field position the Hogs have started with from their own 36. And Smith, their top running back, is slammed down. Once again, it's Jordan Davis.
2 weeks. Try to do that with Beatty. And instead, Beatty is taken down by Jordan Davis.
To get ready for Georgia. There's no reason to panic.
My goodness, Jordan Davis showed some quickness for a monstrously huge human being.
So that is my top 10 rankings for the interior defensive linemen in the 2022 NFL Draft. Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Crockpot. Let's talk NFL Draft. Be sure to subscribe. Don't miss any of our NFL Draft content. Stay awesome, everybody.